Have you ever wondered why some women seem distant at first? Not uninterested, just unreachable. Attraction is rarely obvious in the beginning. It doesn't always announce itself with clear signals or instant chemistry. Sometimes it hides beneath hesitation, curiosity, and quiet observation. A woman may not show interest right away, but that doesn't mean the door is closed. Often, attraction isn't blocked. It's simply dormant, and in many cases all it takes is a subtle shift in how you show up to awaken something unexpected. If you've ever looked at a woman and thought, "I don't stand a chance," stop right there. Because attraction doesn't start with persuasion. It starts with energy. Real connection is rarely created through grand gestures. It grows through small, intentional changes that create emotional movement. Today is about those changes. The kind that slowly transform indifference into curiosity, and curiosity into genuine interest, not by chasing, not by forcing moments, but by learning how to create them naturally. Let's begin with something simple, yet incredibly powerful. Eye contact. Not quick glances, not staring, but calm, intentional eye contact. When you speak with her, allow your gaze to rest gently, especially on her left eye. There is research suggesting that this side of the face is more closely tied to emotional processing and bonding. This kind of eye contact encourages feelings of safety and emotional warmth. It slows the interaction. It grounds the moment. Relax your shoulders, soften your expression. Let your eyes say, "I'm present, I'm steady, and I'm not here to rush you." This creates intimacy without pressure. Words can be rehearsed, but eyes reveal truth. When your gaze carries sincerity and emotional balance, it leaves a deeper impression than clever conversation ever could. Next, something many men underestimate. Scent. Smell is directly linked to emotional memory. It bypasses logic and speaks straight to feeling. A subtle, well-chosen fragrance doesn't shout. It lingers. When your scent aligns with who you are, it becomes part of how she remembers you. Later, she may catch a familiar note in the air and think of you without meaning to. That's not coincidence. That's emotional anchoring. Choose something clean, calm, and understated. Not overpowering. Not trying too hard. The goal is not attention. It's association. Now, let's address what holds many men back before anything even begins. That nervousness, that feeling anxious around someone you like is normal, especially when you don't know where you stand. But anxiety doesn't need to be fought aggressively. It needs to be regulated. When your body calms, your mind follows. Simple things help. Proper rest, balanced nutrition, movement, breathing deeply. Before you meet her, one powerful shift happens before the interaction even starts. Speak to someone who grounds you, a close friend, a family member, someone who reminds you that you are already valued. This lowers stress and brings you back to emotional center. When you arrive calm and steady, she feels it instantly. Not consciously, emotionally. That quiet self-assurance is magnetic. Now let's talk about time spent together. Predictable settings don't create emotional spikes. And attraction needs emotion. Instead of defaulting to routine plans, choose experiences. Moments that spark curiosity, laughter, or light excitement. Novelty creates memory. Emotion creates association. When she experiences something engaging with you, her mind begins linking those feelings to your presence. Over time, her perception shifts. Another subtle but powerful factor: how you treat others. Kindness toward people around you reveals emotional maturity, not as a performance, but as a reflection of who you are. This builds trust. And trust is essential for attraction to grow. When moments of generosity arise, handle them simply. No announcements. No need for validation. Quiet confidence always leaves the strongest impression. At the end of the interaction, don't rush intimacy. Restraint creates curiosity. Mystery sustains interest. If the moment flows naturally, let it. If not, allow space. Sometimes, leaving her with warmth and unanswered questions is far more powerful than forcing closeness. A genuine smile, a calm goodbye, a simple expression of appreciation. Then leave. Let her sit with the feeling. Attraction grows in the space between moments. Now here's where everything truly begins. Attraction isn't built by focusing entirely on her. It's built by focusing on yourself. Women are drawn to men who are evolving, men who are emotionally grounded, men who carry direction. Not perfection, growth. This is where inner discipline matters, learning to regulate reactions, to release outcomes you can't control, to build an inner state that remains steady regardless of response. When a woman senses that your self-worth doesn't depend on her reaction, something shifts. You become intriguing. You're no longer chasing approval. You're inviting connection. That balance creates psychological tension. Warmth mixed with restraint. Interest paired with space. Speak less. Listen more. Let silence work for you. When you do speak, let it be intentional. Slow. Honest. You don't need to impress. You need to be real. Another key element. Emotional safety. Attraction cannot grow where safety is missing. Your tone, your patience, your respect for boundaries, all of it sends one quiet message. You're safe here. When a woman feels emotionally secure, her defenses soften. And when defenses soften, curiosity expands. Remember this deeply. Attraction is energy, not effort. If your energy is anxious or needy, she will feel it. If it's calm and purposeful, she will feel that too. Stop chasing. Start embodying. When you become centered, present, and internally fulfilled, you stop trying to be noticed and become impossible to ignore. Here's the truth. You don't need every woman to want you. You don't even need her approval. You only need to stand firmly in who you are. When she finally notices you, it won't be because you asked for attention. It will be because your presence spoke before your words ever did. And that is where real attraction begins.